Hey, Susan.
What are we going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about discrete probability distributions.
Oh, like a random variable distribution?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, where we have a variable that represents something. And then we have a list of the probabilities for the different outcomes for that variable.
Okay.
Okay. So a discrete probability distribution is very much like a relative frequency distribution.
It does look like a frequency distribution.
Yeah.
But instead of frequencies, I see the head of a column is probabilities instead.
Yeah, and that's because they're theoretical probabilities. They're not based on like actual frequencies from
Oh, yeah.
like sample data that we've collected.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They could be. They could be based on data you've collected, but they could also be theoretical probabilities.
Okay.
So, but we're really just going to focus on like reading one of these probability distributions. So in the ones that we have here, X represents the number of pets in a household.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the P of X is the probability that a randomly selected household would have that number of pets.
Okay. All right.
So what is the probability that a randomly selected household has 3 pets?
Well, let's find X equals 3.
Yeah, I would just use right there
Yeah.
where X equals 3. And I like to write out that
I do too.
probability statement, right? The probability X equals 3 is 0.19.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what is the probability that a randomly selected household has at most 2 pets?
At
Well,
most 2. What does that mean?
That means 2 or fewer, right?
Yeah, so you're going to have to keep 2 in there. You're going to have to count 2 because at most 2. And then anything less than 2,
Yep.
right?
So I'm going to write that as X less than or equal to 2.
Okay, well, let's
Okay.
see over here on our table. We've got 0 and 1 and 2.
Yeah, and that's, the probability could be 0 or 1 or 2. So I'm going to add those, right? I'm going to add.
Oh, so you're saying the probability, we're doing the probability that you choose a house and it either has 0 pets, or it has 1 pet, or it has 2 pets. And that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
And or is an addition, so we're adding them up
Yep. And so I get 0.77.
when you add up those 3 probabilities. Got it.
What is the probability that a randomly selected household has at least 4 pets?
At least 4 means you could have 4 or more, right?
Yes.
So you're doing X is greater than or equal to 4. All right, well, let's look. Whoa. What have we got here? I mean, I see the first 2 numbers. I can add up 0.03 and I can add up 0.01. But what the heck is 0 plus?
Well, that means that it is a positive probability, but it's very close to 0. And
Basically, we're saying we're not going to say it cannot happen. That's a probability of 0. But the probability is practically 0.
Exactly.
So when we use it in a calculation, we'll use 0
yes.
as the value, right?
Yes.
Okay. Got it?
So what is the probability that a randomly selected household has between 3 and 5 pets inclusive?
Inclusive means you're going to include the 3 and the 5 as options, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do equal to with those symbols.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, they could have 3 pets, 4 pets, or 5 pets.
Yes.
All right, and we add up those 3
And
probabilities.
So when I add those up, I get 0.23.
Okay, that's
All
it.
right. Awesome. Thanks.